꽃은 떨어지되 오직 주의 말씀은 세세토록 있도다 하셨으니 너희에게 전한 복음이 곧 이 말씀이니라. 베드로전서 1장 24절 25절. 풀은 마르고 꽃은 떨어지되 오직 주의 말씀은 세세토록 있도다 하셨으니 너희에게 전한 복음이 곧 이 말씀이니라. 베드로전서 1장 24절 25절.
I used to slap and punch other girls. One time during recess, my classmates and I were chatting around the table in our classroom at the E-By Seventh-day Adventist School in the Marshall Islands. I was hungry, but I didn't want to run across the street to the store to buy a snack. "Go buy me a piece of cake and some soup," I told the girl beside me, handing her some money. The girl didn't want to go. "I'm tired," she said. "Ah, you're so boring," I exclaimed. Then I laughed and punched the girl hard in the shoulder. The girl was smiling and laughing until I struck her, but then she grew quiet. I guess she didn't like being hit. But I couldn't stop myself. Every time a classmate didn't do what I asked, I would punch or slap her. I always laughed and thought I was acting playfully, but for some reason, the other girls didn't think it was very funny. Then we had a week of prayer at the school. The pastor read from the Bible about how we can draw closer to Jesus. He spoke about how Jesus will return soon and take us to live with him forever. I wanted to live with Jesus, and I decided to be baptized. When I told the pastor, he was so happy and said I needed to ask my parents for permission. Then I became scared because nobody in my family belonged to the Adventist church. I was so scared that my parents would be angry that I didn't ask them, and I didn't get baptized. A year passed. I kept jokingly hitting the girls in my class, and they became very unhappy. My teacher also wasn't pleased and told me to stop. Then we had another week of prayer. The more I learned about Jesus, the happier I became. I wanted to be closer to Jesus and happy all the time. I realized that my love for Jesus was bigger than the fear of my parents' reaction to baptism. When I told my parents, they didn't say anything negative at all. They said I was old enough to make my own decision. A few days after my baptism, I was lying on my bed, thinking about my life. I remembered all the times that I had hit other girls, and I felt horrible. I decided to change my attitude and be nicer. If the other girls asked me to buy something at the store, I would try my hardest to help them. With Jesus' help, I have not punched or slapped anyone again. When I just think about hitting someone, I feel awful. Jesus has changed my heart, and I am grateful to him. Flora is now 17 and studying in the 12th grade at E-By Seventh-day Adventist School. Students at this mission-focused school grow close to each other and to God. Teachers help the children develop personal relationships with Jesus. Please pray for the students and staff at the E-By Seventh-day Adventist School.
Sometimes the crazy things I think about turn my insides inside Hi everyone, it's Aunt Fernita. Today's story is called The Lion and the Bear. The memory verse is from Psalm chapter 23, verses 1 and 2. The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. Today's message is I can't save myself. Jesus saves me. When he had to write a report about sheep, Jamie remembered something his mother had read to him from the Bible. This is what he recalled. David looked over the flock of sheep that dotted the field. These woolly animals were his friends, and he was their shepherd. He walked with the sheep by the still pools of the water in the heat of the day. He led them to the green fields of grass. He was usually by himself, but David did not feel afraid or alone. He knew that God was with him. Just as David took good care of the sheep, God, his shepherd, was taking special care of him. I must stay alert, David reminded himself when he felt like napping. A little lamb might stray from the flock while I sleep. To keep himself awake, he often sat on a high rock and strummed softly on the harp he carried with him. Then, in a clear voice, he sang, "The Lord is my shepherd. I lack nothing." One day, David saw a movement out of the corner of his eye. He dropped his harp and grabbed his sling. He always carried smooth, round stones, ready for anything that might try to hurt the sheep. A lion crouched in a thicket at the edge of the water. Just as the huge lion was ready to spring on a sheep, David released the stone. Zing! The stone flew through the air and hit the lion. Then David fought the lion until he knew the lion could no longer hurt the sheep. Quickly, David laid down his sling and walked among the sheep, counting them carefully. They were all there, and none were hurt. The Lord had helped him protect the sheep. Soon David sat on his rock again, playing his harp. This time he sang, "Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me." Another day, David decided to lead the sheep into the hills. Here the sheep could graze on new grass, but danger lurked in the hills. Bears lived in dens in the hillsides and often wandered out searching for food. David carefully watched the lambs. Suddenly he saw something move in the tall grass nearby. Instantly he was alert. A huge brown beast moved in the grass near the lambs. Suddenly it rushed forward. Quickly, David loaded his sling, swung it, and let it go. The stone hit the bear so hard that it fell and never got up again. Once more, God had helped David save his sheep. That evening, as David led the sheep home, he might have sung, "Surely your goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever." Like the sheep, we need someone to watch over us. We need Jesus, the Good Shepherd. We can't save ourselves, but Jesus can. Only Jesus saves us.
Created and produced by Falvo Fowler. This podcast is read by Franita Buddy Fullwood for Gracelink.net. Animation and artwork by Diogo Godoy. Audio is post-produced by Faith To at Studio El Piso in Singapore. The theme music is by Clayton Kinney. The audio engineer was Maurice Bailey.
My name is Audrey Chang, and my brother's name is Adam.